So you want to build a deck. Well, you realize that your current deck is rotted and a death trap. It's currently a dilapidated hazard. So you contact your contractor who you've been working with for several years and that you trust and does quality work. And for a wooden deck, he quotes you about 14 grand. And you're like, whoa, I looked up at ChatGPT and ChatGPT said it was like 3 grand. He says, yeah, it's about 3 grand for materials and it's about 9 grand for labor. So then that's when you start thinking, I could save myself $9,000 if I just put it together myself. Sounds easy, right? Well, it's not easy. So I'm starting this deck project with no tools, no carpentry experience whatsoever. Get out of here. No tools, no knowledge, no experience, but I do have a few things in my corner. I have YouTube Premium, and so I can watch unlimited videos. I can download it into my phone. Also, I'm sponsored by YouTube Premium, and I don't ever have to watch ads, so I can just churn through videos. 2, I got the Premium ChatGPT package, boom, so I can ask unlimited questions to get that deep research. And 2 of my clients are architects. One is an electrical engineer with his doctorate, and the other is a retired structural engineer with his master's, who worked for the government. And my father-in-law has built decks all his life and took classes in structural engineering. So you're like, I may not know anything, but I have a lot of resources. So you mentioned to your structural engineer buddy, I'm going to say buddy from now on. So you mentioned to your buddy, hey buddy, I'm thinking about building a new deck. I got to rip mine down and build a new one. Can you design it for me? He loves going into AutoCAD and designing stuff. He's just one of those guys. He's like, oh yeah, I'll design it for you. And so then he asks questions like, what kind of wood do you want? I'm like, regular wood. So apparently there are different species of wood that have different, what do they call them? Tolerances or holding strength. So the more expensive the wood, the better quality and the more strength it has. Well, we only have a 12 by 20 deck, so I don't really need the top class wood. So I get the Southern Pine, and he goes about designing it. He asked me a few questions. I'm like, man, at this point, I just need you to come up with your design. You just sort of make it, because I don't know which way the posts are supposed to be. I don't know any of these questions you're asking me. Anyway, so boom, you got your design, you look at it, you go on ChatGPT, you watch 1,000 YouTube videos, you talk to your father-in-law and the architects. Everybody thinks it's a sound design.